everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. This is your host Tom Quee. Follow the show Battle Rap Resume. Get in touch with me, battlerapresume@gmail.com, the Patreon. And I'm here with a man who deserves no introduction despite what he might protest. How's it going?
Yeah, good mate, good. How are you, man? How are you dealing with your newfound fame?
Oh yeah. No, I'm very good. I'm very thankful for that 40k. It's been pretty crazy, man.
The amount of people that like outside of battle rap I've showed that to that have been like, yeah, like he didn't really say that much, and I'm like, it's not his fault, man. It's mine. Don't blame him. Like it's me, bro. It's not that he had nothing to say. It's that I was just going on a mad one. But
no. The irony that it was you doing a soliloquy, I don't think it was lost.
Enough people, man. It's funny. Like honestly, like quite a few people have been like, yeah, I mean, like, were you actually on like a blog? I mean, because I think they've just like skipped through random parts and it's just me talking, and they're like, and I'm like, nah. I was like given a lead, and people, I'm just like, oh mate, people don't know what to make of it at all. People from outside of battle rap are just like, what the fuck is this thing you've done for 3 hours? Like,
so we're here to build up to Sunday the 22nd, which is Retaliation, and literally just before we went live on air, I saw DF shared a video. DNA's not going to be battling Quill.
Yeah, man. I thought I'd get that released before we came on air. I just found out yesterday, sometime yesterday. I've just been trying to fix it ever since. Hopefully to come on here and talk about it still like it's going on. But yeah, he's got some kind of surgery. Like, I don't really ask too many questions because, to be honest, it's not my business and it doesn't really matter. It's more just like the battle's not happening. He's never, unless I'm forgetting something obvious, he's never pulled out of a Don't Flop battle ever, and he is a reliable person. He's never taken any deposits and run away with them or anything.
Well, I mean, Troy Brown, the Skype thing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that wasn't our finest moment, but at least it was something. Oh, thanks. But I mean, at least we did it. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's not a shady person at all. Like, he's a frustrating person, but he's not a shady batter. He's never ever done anything of like I've never ever had an argument with him like over money in that way at all. So it's super annoying. Like, I'm so pissed off about it. Obviously, yeah. I found out yesterday, and I've just been working my ass off the last 24 hours trying to work out a solution. I haven't given up hope just yet, but yeah, I don't think. Well, no, I can say that battle, them two definitely won't be happening. Like 100%, that battle won't be happening. But I really am trying to work on a worthy replacement, even though I think the card without it is still a really good card. And you know what? Honestly, like, it's actually no disrespect to either of the two people, but I actually think no one has ever really mentioned a single battle on the card as the reason they're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've noticed that, but I thought it would be that Quill DNA was the main draw, which I think it still probably is, but it's not been singled out and tweeted at me and mentioned as much as I thought. I think people just like the vibe of the card and they like most of the battles, so I don't think there's going to be like hundreds of annoyed people. But it's just more because people have paid money for a big card, so I'm trying my best to have at least one more battle. It might not be even an international battle, but I'm trying to get it as close to a level of Quill DNA as possible, because I know both of them were prepared and ready to go. And when I told Quill yesterday, he was in the middle of fucking rehearsing, so you can imagine how he was not happy at all, which is completely fair enough. But what can you do, mate? Do you know what I mean? It's just one of these things that happens every single event. It happens. I'm just so used to it by now. It's just, you just got to get on with it and sort a replacement, and there's no time for tears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you say no time for tears, but didn't you have a tear in your eye when you sold the first ticket? I think you said.
Bro, real talk, yeah, I did 100%. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like it didn't like fall down my face.
Yeah.
Or this stuff, like it wasn't the waterworks as we said in school, but it was like, no, I could feel something in my eye, bro, and it wasn't like a gnat or a midge. It was definitely like it was a tear, 100%, bro, because you know what I mean. It would have been easy for me to think coming on your show and just talking for 3 hours about how I feel was enough to turn everybody back onto my team, but it's not. It's never guaranteed. And even though there was a lot of love being shown, I still wasn't sure really. And then when I put it online, and like someone bought one in like 25 seconds or some shit. I was like, fucking hell, this is an emotional moment, mate. Do you know what I mean? From everything we talked about, or I talked about when we last came on, because of all those things I talked about, it all kind of came together, and it was only one person buying one £5 ticket, but it just meant like so much to me seeing it, that like shit, people actually do still give a fuck about Don't Flop, and they still want to come and support.
And how has the sales been since? How's the uptake?
Yeah, good. We're on 75, I think, and my goal was always like 100. So yeah, we're on 75 currently. So yeah, if we can push 25 more by the event, which I'm sure we can, I'll be completely happy.
And when's it all kicking off then for you? Are you getting down there Sunday morning? Have you seen the venue yet at all, or?
No, this is one of the first times in years I haven't actually visited the venue first, but I've been like meticulously looking at tickets, TikTok tickets, sorry, pictures of it. So yeah, I feel like I know it, but no, I haven't been there. But we're going up on Saturday, actually, which is just before we got on air. What we're trying to do, the reason I'm going up on Saturday is because I'm taking Bonnie Godiva up from the airport.
Right.
So just before we got on air, I was speaking to BA and saying to BA, like, we need to do something with you and Bonnie on Saturday, because otherwise it's just a wasted opportunity, because he's going to be about. So so we kind of like brainstormed for literally about 30 seconds, and we're going to try and do like him and Bonnie Godiva going for a date and film it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not guaranteed. Like sure. She hasn't okayed it yet, and she's 50% of the video. So, but he's down. BA basically said his quote was, as if I'm, as in me, if I am the waiter, he's down to do it. So I was just like, cool. So that's our plan, is to try and get somewhere we can like order a takeaway and get a bottle of wine, and I'm thinking to like live stream it to Don't Flop or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and just do them two having dinner, having some drinks, and just obviously chatting shit about the battle. So that it might not happen, but if we can pull that off, I think it'd be the funniest promo video ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say as well, just going down at the Yellow Arch on Sunday in Sheffield, of course, and advance tickets it's £20 on the door. Is that right? Yeah.
Because I always put the door ticket high, because I really don't like collecting cash on the day. I think it just confuses things. Like, I much prefer to just have everything done in advance. So yeah, you will be able to buy tickets on the door. It will be 20 on the door, because it has to be that price, otherwise it's unfair to the people that have bought in advance. But you can get 1 for 15, 2 for 25, or 3 for 33. So yeah, because we started at 5, they went really quickly. Started at then 10, and then now it's been 15 since, and I just added those deals on the other day.
Zayn Azra in the live chat saying, if BA and Bonnie fuck, DF is officially back.
I'm gonna be honest, Zayn Azra, I love him, but he's not really the authority on what means Don't Flop is back or not. So I feel like I should look at this live chat. Where can I see this live chat?
Yeah. So I tagged you on Twitter, so you should be able to follow the chat there on the link. So I mean, we'll get into all the live questions at the end of the episode after we've gone through the card. So please, everyone listening, leave questions, and we'll ask them at the end. So let's just work our way up then. So we got Bowski versus Raptor, or Rap4, however the hell you say this guy's name.
Yeah, I don't, bruv, do you know what? Yeah, I was thinking this earlier. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I mean, I don't understand. I think it is Raptor. I think you do just say it Raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good though. Honestly, like I've not seen many of his battles, but he is sick. Like I do think he's good. It's just his name is unfortunate, because it's just said the same as Raptor. So yeah, and I think he's gonna get slept on in general, not just at this event. I think in battling he will be slept on, because people to be honest seem quite angered by his name. Like, I mean, when we dropped the what do you call it, the video flyer the other day, it's like, there's a fair few comments that are just like, fucking Raptor, what the fuck is Raptor? The people are pissed off, like they don't like it, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like if I was him, I'd change my name, because it's like he's actually good, and I think he'll be overlooked because people are just going to be too pissed off that it's the same as Raptor, even though it's not that much of a big deal.
And getting Bowski involved, I mean, Don't Flop hero, right?
Yeah, man. Do you know what? Honestly, like falling out with Balski was depressing as fuck, man. Because actually, when I met Raptor, funny enough, when we were in Dublin, like I caught so much joke with Balski, and that 2014 trip like was just pure comedy. Like he's such a easygoing, nice guy to hang out with, and to see that he, you know what I mean, went the way he did, and just like basically, as far as I was concerned, out of the blue, just started, you know, siding with Mickey and Hulk and that, and saying fuck, don't flop, fuck. I was thinking, bruv, like we brought you up from nothing. Do you know what I mean? So it was sad as fuck. But then now it's just so nice to be back on good terms with him, man. Because it's just like, what's the point in having these pointless beefs? You know, like there's just no point. They go nowhere, and no one wins in the end. So, you know, we had a little few years of not talking, and now we're just on good terms again. And he was just like, it was actually Mickey that got him on the card. Mickey hit me up and said, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but can you get Boski a battle? And I was just like, bruv, like we've literally made up like a month ago. Of course I'll get him a battle. So I think it'd be funny. Do you know what? It's like you said, the kind of don't flop hero. I think it would be a very easy first battle of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just like he's just. I'm guessing. Gonna be calling Raptor an Irish cunt and taking the piss out of his name. And,
yep.
You know, basically.
Yeah.
And Raptor will be just calling him fat, and to be quite honest, probably taking the piss out of him being on like dialysis or whatever that is that Boski was. Like battle rap is raw, but that is probably what the battle's gonna be. It's gonna be like, you're a fucking leprechaun, and he'll be like, yeah, your kidneys are shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, battle rap is fucked, bro. Honestly, it's fucked.
I mean, talking about battle rap being fucked, one of the worst things to happen to battle rap is, you know, bad camera crews, bad audio. Like a lot of people of late, I don't know if you've seen, are complaining about the Premiere Battles uploads. That
oh really?
The coloring's a bit off for some people, and the audio's a bit low, or whatever. And this card is fire, regardless of Quill DNA or not, and it's Don't Flop's return and all that sort of thing. Is really exciting. But how are you going to make sure? Because the crew's kind of untested, right?
Well, actually, I'll tell you what. This is another random story, but the camera guy that I've booked is actually the guy that filmed Most Prob vs Calcium Kid for Dub Scandal.
Oh right.
But I didn't even know. I booked him because he sent me his show reel, which is just like mad random shots of like train windows in the rain and shit. Right. And I really liked it. Yeah. So I just said, cool, come do this event. But then he thought I'd booked him because I'd seen his battle stuff and sent it to me afterwards. So like, yeah, he's a dude I've never worked with before, but he got in touch sometime last year when I wasn't really, you know, working with anyone. And I just caught up with my emails one day and found him, and we actually only agreed I think yesterday. It's actually one of the last things I've sorted out is the camera team. So yeah, we sorted out yesterday. So it's going to be 2 people, I think, and both of them will be new to filming Don't Flop, but not new to filming battles. And yes, as far as to be honest, I sound on our a cappella battles has never. I've never seen complaints about that. It's only been the only complaints we've ever had about sound on battles is when we've had on beat battles in venues and their equipment has been shit. And I'm not doing some like bad workman blames at all shit. I'm just being, that is honestly what it is, that we've turned up and we've asked them in advance, we need this cable, and this cable, and they've just got these like 20-year-old things that are falling apart. And then that's why we did some in, I think it was Liverpool 2016, where O'Shea and Ark and Quill did that football bars battle.
Ogmios, Harry Baker as well, yeah.
Right. There was a couple, I can't remember what they were, but there was a couple on beat battles that day which got like destroyed in the comments, and that was because the equipment there was just fucking terrible. So yeah, we've got one battle that's going to be recorded like directly, and that's Press and P, and I've already like treble checked that the equipment will be good, so that'll be fine. But yeah, as far as the a cappella stuff, there's never really a problem with that anyway.
Yeah. People in the live chat saying Lawrence Ellis is the guy's name and saying that he's sick. So yeah, that's really cool. I didn't realise it was the Dub Scandal guy. That's some good pedigree, and those battles are crisp. Mickey,
yeah, I just like it, bro. Like I like it. Like I know I sound like a weirdo, but like I kind of like it. And it makes me more down that it's like that I didn't I hadn't seen any battles he'd filmed, and it's like, and then it was just quite a funny little mix up that he was like, oh, I thought that's why you hollered, and it's like, well, no, I just liked your other work. So it's like, it's just kind of cool that now it's like on top of that, I already wanted to work with him, and now I've seen that he films battles. I'm just like, oh, that's fucking perfect. Then like, I think it's gonna, I don't know, I think it'll go well, and I think I've already asked him to film this BA and Bonnie Godiva go on a date thing. So hopefully we get 2 days of good content and we continue to work together again.
And how was the gap bridged with you and Mickey? Who reached out the olive branch?
There's been little things here and there for a long time. Like I'll be straight, like just be really honest. It was always with me, like if I saw him and he was drunk or on other things, like I was just never really willing to squash it, because it's just like if you're sober talking to someone who's intoxicated, it's never going to happen. However, like a few things happened, and a few people told me different things, like things that he had said to them, and I saw certain things that he'd said, and also I suppose one of the main things was that even before I'd heard anything kind of that made me want to speak to him, I was getting told all the time that he was sticking up for me online. Like even when he was saying, oh, I'm not even friends with Rowan, but like you lot are fucking sheep, basically. And I just got told by quite a few people that he was always taking, gunning people, saying why have you specifically got a problem with her, because he's never done anything to you. So that kind of started the ball rolling, and then like I seen him a few times at like I saw him at Represent FM with P Soldier randomly, and we had like a good chat, and I've seen him a few other times, and then we just started talking properly, and on Instagram actually started like properly talking on Instagram for a couple of days, exchanged numbers, and then like I just hit him up straight away and said, yo, like, okay, now we're back on good terms. Like I know that Don't Flop fans want to see you on Don't Flop. They don't really want to see you, to be honest, on King of the Ronalds or any other league. They want to see you on Don't Flop. And not being arrogant or anything, but I knew he would, jump at the chance. I knew when I said it, he would be completely down for it. And I said it, and he was like, yeah, whoever you want me to battle, like whatever, I'm down to put in a classic performance. And then the reason I gave him Sayo is because I just find Sayo hilarious. Yeah. There's just something about him I find so funny. And he's a very nice guy as well. So Sayo hit me up like I'd love to be on the Retaliation card. And I was like, well, you won't see this coming, but what about Mickey Worthless? And he just sent me I'm not even going to try and do his accent, but he sent me like a minute-long voicemail back just being like, yeah, I'm down. You fucking know it. It's going down. Sayo versus Mickey. The Irish boys are coming to town. Like, bruv. It was funny as fuck, mate. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that battle. I think that'll be like Boski and Raptor, it'll be a really old school, really silly, non-serious Don't Flop battle.
Yeah, that could have went down to the test 10 or something.
You know what I mean? Just like a stupid battle. Like Mickey, Mickey's not going to be trying to break him down. Sayo's not going to be trying to break him down. Sayo's obviously going to be saying, oh, you sucked her dick to come back to Don't Flop. And Mickey's going to be saying, you Irish bastard. It's going to be jokes, mate. I'm very happy with it. I hope the fans are as well, because it seems like when we announced Mickey on the card, this is what I mean about like the main event not getting the traction I thought it would get, because most of the comments were like, oh shit, Mickey's back on Don't Flop, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Sayo's been on like the run of his life lately as well. Some of his recent battles, O'Shea, Real Deal, like he's crazy.
Oh, when did he battle? Was that at a Rapids
Full? Yeah, really good battle. Really good battle. Right, there's like 9 people there, but it's a really good battle.
Yes, yeah. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but yeah, that's the one I thought. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
It kind of looks like a school hall after school. Yeah. Like it's just like there's one kid there. Like
they went to Real Deal for the battle.
Yeah.
No, he's just sick, bro. Like he the reason I like them Irish guys, is because they just like they don't try and like tone down their accent, or they don't try and like be cool or be like try and act like something they're not. They just, someone like Sayo, he's been in Don't Flop so many years, and he's just like so unashamedly just Irish about everything, and it's just like, but his bars are actually really funny. Like I've never seen a battle of his that I didn't enjoy, and he's actually quite clever. Like I think he gets overlooked because he's quite funny, and like most Irish battlers are seen as funny, but he actually has got quite clever bars when he can be bothered to write them. So I think like that's why I put him against Mickey, because I just thought like it's Mickey's first battle back. Mickey's been, you know what I mean, bro? Like Mickey's been releasing videos that have my face on saying sucks dick and whatever else, bro. Like come on, like whoever battles him the first time has to be someone that's gonna approach that properly. And you know, I'm hoping I picked the right person in Sayo.
Yes, Sayo was on the show recently as well. Battle Resume 120. So definitely go back and listen to that. Awesome dude. You're battling Jay Short freestyle. Like, have you been sharpening the blade lately? Have you been?
Bro, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, absolutely not. I'm way too fucking busy to be sharpening my metaphorical, freestyle blade, bro. But I'll tell you what, I was sitting working earlier on trying to sort a replacement for DNA Quill, and I was actually thinking, I saw my name and was like, I keep fucking forgetting I've said I'm going to battle on this card. Like, I'll be honest, I proper can't be bothered now, but obviously I will, because I'm not going to back out of my own battle. But like, I was looking at it like, oh my God, especially because the stress I've been under trying to sort a replacement, it's just like the last thing I want to think about is battling. But, and also, so me and Jay Short were going to announce like, sorry, not announce, we were going to ask the fans what we should do in the battle, but we just like because we've been brainstorming for literally weeks. We don't just want to have like a freestyle battle, like we want to have some kind of concept, you know what I mean? But we just couldn't come up with anything, so we said the other day, all right, let's put a thing online, what should we do? But then actually we came up with it today. What we're gonna do is, have you ever seen that thing called bar pong? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, shout out Dirtbag Dan. Yeah.
Okay, right. So what we're going to do is, because I've been wanting to do something like that for quite a while, and I actually spoke to Dirtbag Dan about it a couple months ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it like bar pong, but have it with 3 different multis. Because, my only thing with bar pong is I find it really funny, but I think they should change the rhyme after a few minutes.
Right.
So what we're going to do is like people can give us a rhyme. Obviously, it can't be like, girl or world. It has to be like something that you can rhyme loads of shit with. And then I'm thinking we maybe go back and forth with that for like literally like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then we change the multi and do another one, and then we change it again. So the whole battle is probably about 10 minutes long, but you get 3 different rhyme schemes. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't know how it sounds to you, but that's what we've settled on to do.
Okay. And Matter versus Rivers is up next, and Matter goes without saying is a DF legend, and Rivers was getting there before it all dissipated. Had some crazy battles on the platform.
He's had a few. I mean, since it's dissipated, he's had a few, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, in terms of don't flop, like he was, getting up there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't, to be honest with you, bro, I can't remember what his
the Quack battle of Fiddlers, and then he had the doubles battle with Fury against Tony D and Locksmith. Who's pretty good.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, he's good. Like I've always rated Rivers, man. Like just from like we got him in Don't Flop from watching him on Gift of the Gab. Like, 'cause I mean, we obviously there's so many Gab battles that go online, and it's kind of just like, well, which one is worth watching? And then I kept seeing a lot of people say Rivers. So we checked him out. I can't even remember when this was, but we checked him out, and I was just like, I can see, yeah, this guy actually has mad potential. So you're right, actually, to be honest. Yeah, like he was getting traction, and then it just kind of faded. But I suppose he did. I haven't seen it, but I heard that he fucked Yunnan up on Premier Battles. But I haven't seen that battle. But I remember on the day seeing people say something about, oh, Rivers killed him or some shit like that. I don't know. So yeah, I just thought like it's just like a nice mid-card battle, really, to be honest. Like it's just like it's 2 very reliable people. It'll be, you know what I mean, they don't choke, they got like solid bars, solid angles. They, to be honest, actually, as well, from the lists of people I sent both of them, like each other was kind of like the only ones they agreed to. So I like battles like that when the 2 people are both like, yeah, fuck it, man. Like, you know what I mean? We want to get involved with that. So, and I was actually surprised because Matter, you know what I mean? Matter is definitely a bigger name than Rivers. Matter's been around for fucking time. So I can't remember who I offered him, but he actually said no to basically everyone. I suppose he doesn't really give a shit about the name. He just, I suppose, rates Rivers, and it's just like, fuck it. I'll take the battle. And Rivers, for him, it's a pretty good look for him. You know what I mean? He's probably one of the better people he's battled.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him. And I mean, who knows how the date's gonna go, and who knows how.
I need this to happen. I need.
Yeah.
I've actually, I've.
It'll be like when you got Cracker to try and kiss those girls on that London High Street. It'll just be. You remember that? What the hell was that? Like...
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, like that was a sick video. That's the one where Quill
innuendo.
Go and he says, and Quill says they had to chat him up in rhyme, and Quill drops a bar that's rhymes, and she goes, "I'm 15," and then Quill goes, "Well, I'm gonna bail because I don't want to go to jail." I always thought, that's one of the best freestyle bars ever. Like, I'm gonna bail because I don't want to go to. And then he just fucking walks off. That video is jokes, bro. But if we can pull off this Bonnie BA have dinner by candlelight, like, oh my god, this would be the best thing ever, I swear.
Yeah. We got 100 people listening right now in the stream, by the way.
Oh, what's up, man?
Shout out to everyone listening. Like, keep the questions
coming.
I'm
just looking at the live chat now.
Yeah. We got some.
There's so many comments, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So shout out to everyone. This is the most we've ever had, and really, really cool. But I mean, Respect BA versus Bonnie in of itself. I mean, BA's a pretty cold-blooded killer, isn't he? I mean, this should be a walk in the park for him, or no?
It should be, to be honest, but I don't think it will be, because she's been getting so much abuse online from people saying fucking BA's gonna kill you, BA, you're shit, you're a fucking biter, blah 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 blah. I mean, I don't. BA should win the battle, though. Like, regardless, like, BA is one of the best writers there is. So he should win the battle. But Bonnie, she's flying a long way, mate. You know what I mean? She's coming a long way to just to battle someone. It's like you wouldn't go that far and not write your best shit. You know what I mean? So I think obviously, like, BA is a bastard to battle with these angles about biting and whatever else, and that's not going to be nice for her at all. But I think everyone thinks it's going to be like a clean, absolute body. But like, I still think she'll have some good bars. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, and she might surprise everyone. You never. This is what I mean with battle rap, because there's battles where people think it's going to be 3-0 and it's fucking 0-3 the other way. Do you know what I mean? So you never know, mate.
Yeah. I mean,
never know. I mean, it's like I said, BA is they're different kinds of battlers, bro. Do you know what I mean? Bonnie is geared towards that Queen of the Ring crowd, where she would fuck BA up there. Do you know what I mean? Because it would just be, that's her crowd. Whereas Don't Flop crowd, they want to see that, like, technical BA kind of writing. So I think in a Don't Flop crowd, he's got a massive advantage. And if she doesn't, like, I'm really hoping she does come completely fully prepped with her best shit. Because if she doesn't come at her best, I think he will 3-0 it. I'm happy saying that. But if she comes, like, I mean, she's here a couple of days early as well. So I think, like, with all her time to, like, rehearse and practice and shit, I do think, you know what I mean? If you were getting, like, abuse online, people saying, oh, BA is going to kill you, you're not going to go there and be whacked. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, all right, I want to prove some of them wrong, at least a little bit.
I'm just on a verse tracker now. Her last battle was apparently against Poe Rich. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that was I actually know what I was gonna go to that event. Right. That was in Ottawa in Canada.
Yeah, Capital Rap Battles apparently.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. I was actually gonna be at that event hosting, but I ended up leaving Canada before. But because we've been with me and the guy that runs that league have been chatting for a while just about doing something at some point. But it would be like way in the future. Yeah. But then he that was going to be the battle that I was going to host, but it never ended up happening.
And Cruel v DNA world title is postponed for the time being, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So the last battle is the on-beat title match. P Soldier versus Press One. What a clash! Yes.
I think if we didn't have that as well, losing Quill DNA would be even worse of a blow. But when I took it off the list and I looked at the remaining lineup, I was like, okay, well, this is shit, definitely, but like we've still got another title match, which is actually going to be just as good. You know what I mean? So they've got the beats are dope as well. They like, because obviously P, it couldn't really just be a grime clash because P can't just have it completely off his way, and then same with Press, it couldn't just be just like boom bap hip hop because that wouldn't be fair either. So it's like the 3 beats are quite varied. Like they're using a Nas one for the first beat, and then they're using a double time one for the second beat, and then another hip hop one for the third one. So it's quite like it's quite varied. So I still say the advantage is to Press, because Press is just more versed in this kind of battling, and P, like if it was on Grime, you know, P's got the presence and the voice and the bars to smash it. But I think because it's like 2 beats out of 3 are hip hop, like definitely the advantage is to Press. But again, P, you know, it's the same thing as kind of what I said for Bonnie. Is I think P knows that, and like I've spoke before we set this battle up, I said to him, look, I was like, if you're telling me you want to battle Press, but like I can't give you the battle if you think it's going to be a Grime clash, because that's just like Press is a fucking champ, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't you can't have it like that. So I was just like, yeah, as long as you're ready to spit on hip hop, because I've heard him spit on hip hop. He's got unreleased hip hop tunes he's played me that are banging. But I was just like, this is, you know what I mean, you got to be mentally prepared to clash him in his zone. And he was just like, yeah, of course, bro, whatever you needed to be. And then he's got the one double time beat, which he might take Press on, because that's obviously his speciality.
Yeah, Press just released a track, I should say, fantastic song, A Song for No Name, which I've been listening to recently. I mean, Press is like an artist, legit. Like, his music's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Press is. We're actually going to make some music at some point as well.
You're back making music?
Well, not currently, no, but definitely in the future when I'm back on it. I've already said to him, me and him need to make some tracks, because I think he's such a good rapper, man, and his beat like picks are exactly the kind of beats I'd pick as well. So yeah, he like that track that we uploaded, I didn't even listen to it before I said I'd upload it, because I knew it'd be banging. He just said, like, look, I got this guy that I made this nice song with, like, I'd love if you can put it on the channel. And I just straight away was like, yeah, I'm sure it's cool, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I actually, the first time I listened to the track was when we uploaded it, just before I released it, to make sure it was good enough, because I was like, I better just check in case this is garbage. But it was obviously fire.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's going to be a good battle, man. I'm hyped. Like, obviously P's my guy. P's one of my mates in this shit, and I got a lot of love for him. And he always showed me a lot of love. So I really wish him the best of luck in this battle, man. But he's definitely going up against it, because, like I said, 2 rounds out of 3, Press is just going to be on home territory with these kind of beats, just spitting at that kind of boom bap tempo.
All right, well, as I say before, events going down Sunday, the 22nd of July. Definitely pick your tickets. Put the link down below. You can attend as well at the Yellow Arch. The card is crazy. Let's get to some of the questions. Please ask your questions if you're listening live. As I said before, we got 104 people listening right now, which is fucking crazy. First question, I just want to ask personally, a few people have asked it as well. Are we ever getting Dope Flop Extra back, or is that just gone?
For the moment, it looks like it's gone. Like, I can't, I know, it's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. Like, the fact that such a small thing can remove an entire channel is mad. But the reason I haven't made like a public announcement about it is that I just, to be honest, I just don't believe it. Like, I just do not believe that you can have that much content online and it can be removed by removing something that's not even on a YouTube page, you know what I mean? Because I was on a Gmail account doing whatever I was doing, and this is what I've said to them. Like, I mean, I just, I've said to them, like, I just find it very difficult to believe that there's absolutely nothing anybody can do to get it back. So they're telling me they don't think they can get it back, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not giving up hope just yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, there must be some way we can get it back. Because there was too much good content on there, bro. Do you know what I mean? It was so much, not just like random battles. I mean, people forget there was drops, freestyles with 90k, 100k on there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there was banging.
All the Outlook stuff, going to Dublin, Steph interviews.
Do you know what, bro? When I just said about earlier, when I said about how much fun me and Boski had in Dublin, that's actually what I was thinking. That I freestyle battled that girl on the street. I freestyle battled that girl on the street, and like that was. I hope I get to see that again, because that was hilarious. Like, I remember uploading that video, and we were just like, this is just like funny video. You lot will love it. And I remember like some of the comments were just like, "Yo, thinks he's so much better than he is," and I was like, "Fucking hell, bruv! Like it's St. Patrick's Day, and I'm freestyling some Canadian girl that doesn't even rap. Like it's a fucking joke, mate. Like some of these battle rap fans take this shit so seriously. Like, my God. But yeah, no, I'm that like yeah, we for a few weeks they were like we were going back and forth at all, and they were just like, yeah, we can sort this out. We're giving us like I was giving them every single piece of information I could give them, and yeah, and then it's just like recently they've said, oh, we just don't think we can bring it back, and I'm just thinking this is I said that I just find this unbelievable. Like it's different if I deleted the channel. Like if I deleted the channel, yeah, fuck it, fair enough. I should have thought better, but I was just like, you know, you're telling me I can't get my channel back when all I did was delete an email. I didn't even delete the channel app. I deleted an email account associated with the channel. And yeah, and they're saying, yeah, they were like, oh, we're really sorry, but we just don't have it backed up anywhere. And I thought, I'm talking to fucking the YouTube, like this is YouTube staff in America. Do you know what I mean? This is not like some random like call center where no one knows what's going on. I'm talking to people who run this shit in America, and they were just like, yeah, we haven't got it backed up anywhere. Well, so for the moment, mate, yeah, sorry, but for the moment, it's like it's flopped basically. But I'm trying my absolute best to get it back because I refuse to let that shit die.
Well, I'll send you the video. I don't know if you watched it, but basically did something on the channel years ago, exploring Don't Flop Extra, and it was still around, watching all the videos, making comments, and I have the first 3 volumes of that still saved, so I've re-uploaded it on the channel. So there's there's going to be about an hour of content on there, and some of the Croatia stuff's on there and stuff like that. So definitely go and check that out.
So how are we gonna do that with the ad revenue? Are you gonna pass 50% to me?
Sure, yeah. 50% of nothing is coming your way. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's demonetized and all that sort of stuff. Kingsley Tuckley, let's go through some of the questions. What battle concepts do we have coming? I mean, we don't really want to give those away, but is Don't Flop still going to be Don't Flop? You're still going to be trying new things, like?
Do you know what, bro? I think times have moved on a bit. I think like I do have other concepts I want to try, but I'm not going to be I'm not going to explore as much as we used to. Cause I think we've found the things that work, like grime clashes, hip hop clashes, freestyle battles, 4for4 battles, whatever. Like, those normal things. I think just if we just continue to just try and come up with these if we just continue to come up with concepts that are becoming more and more far-fetched, like I just think it's going to get whack in the end. But there's still a couple, there is from every April Fool's, I always every April Fool's I always put a post saying, what do you lot want to see? What random battles do you want to see? So I've got a list of the things people have said, and there is still some I think that could work, but it's like, things like that. For example, when we did the what was it? The 3 non-hip hop beat battle. We've done that a couple times. I think we did Bobby Rex and I think it was Raws.
Oh yeah. It never went online though, I don't think.
And then there was one online though that I think is still online. Lefty, and Soweto Kinch. I think or was it I can't even remember. But basically, it's a hilarious idea, but it's just like it's not for like. I know battle rap is like funny, but we're still kind of like a serious channel, you know what I mean? I think like when I was watching it live, I was a bit like, this is a great idea and it's hilarious and it's quite funny. They're battling over whatever it was, like the EastEnders theme or some shit, but it's just not that serious, and it doesn't really go with our image, you know what I mean? So things I think like ones that I think can be put in the pile of just dumb ones that there's not really much point in doing, we won't be doing them, but ones that are like actually musical in a good way, or like freestyle, ones like, for example, do you remember when we did the beatboxer and the rapper versus the beatboxer and the rapper? I think it was
Koj and Villain.
Oh, and also I'm talking about before.
It
was Seaslin and someone versus Jefferson Price. Now that was banging. That's what I'm saying, because that people loved it on the day, and all the response to that was like, because it brought new people watching it because of the beatboxing. So shit like that I would bring back. But I think what I think it's going to be, this is what I've thought about it, is like I think the days of like doing events that are all new ideas, I think that's done. Like, I don't really want to do that anymore. I want to focus on like big events that have loads of like normal a cappella battles, but then toss on a couple of like, you know, a couple April Fools kind of concept battles. That's how I want to do it. And to be honest, that was our idea quite a while ago. We said like we should actually start just incorporating them into normal events, because I noticed a lot of fans were saying that. They were just saying like, you know, this battle went really well, you should just have that as a regular thing. So yeah, going forward, I'm always open to ideas. Obviously, like if anyone ever has an idea that they think is like so obvious and should have been done, like I will be down to do it, like as long as it's just not leaning towards stupid, you know what I mean?
Devon Shaw asking, a lot of people want to know the answer. Have you seen Cruger's Don't Flop track that he released the other day, Richard?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's banging, man. I can't even front, mate. It's hard.
Were you thinking you weren't going to be included? Because when I was watching it, I remember I was watching with my girlfriend. I was like, "Is he going to mention her?" And I think it's within about a minute, you're there. So it's like,
yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? To be honest with you, yeah, I think it's like, it would. I think if he hadn't mentioned me, it would probably become the focus of the track. You know what I mean? There'd be a lot of comments like, some people would probably think it was sick. Some people wouldn't rate it. It would be like, you know, half and half. But I think like that would get more attention than the track that it's kind of like, oh shit, they're still beefing. Like, look, he did all these people and didn't mention her. So I feel like he probably like, because we're still not talking, you know what I mean? So he probably thought, well, yeah, fuck her, I'm not going to mention him. But then thought, well, actually, he has been a part of Don't Flop, and I want this track to be about the response of everyone in Don't Flop, not just about her, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, no, I liked him. Honestly, I listened.
It must have been a trip for you, like especially.
Yeah, man, I listened to the whole thing a couple of times, and yeah, he's had the idea for time. He's had the idea. Because I remember there'd be like random times would be, you know, just editing a video or whatever, you know, hanging out editing something, and he'd be like, have you ever noticed that like blah 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 rhymes with blah 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 and blah blah blah, and they'd be like it comes across in that track, you know, people from like 2008 rhyme with someone from 2014, you know what I mean? Right. So yeah, no, I enjoyed it, mate. Like, and that's why I shared it on the Don't Flop page, because I was like, this is like, there's so many people that might not see this if I don't share it. And it's done pretty well on the views. So yeah, I think shout out to him for that track, mate. It's a banging track.
Yeah, it's incredible. Gaz Trafford saying, are the old legends from Don't Flop going to be making a return? I'd like to see Harry Baker back, just a personal preference.
Oh yeah, I love Harry Baker, man. You got good taste. Yeah, Harry Baker is down to battle, but he's so busy.
Yeah.
But the thing with Harry Baker is, I don't think you'll ever see him say like, I'm retired. I think it's just that he's like, I will battle, you know, when I have the time. And I mean, I'm talking like you legit have to book him like 9 months in advance, because he's just like on this poetry shit basically every single day of the week, which is amazing. You got, I mean, like, you're not gonna prioritize a battle for a few £100 if you can make thousands of poetry, you know what I mean? So yeah, when we can get him back, when we can find a day that he's free, like I know he's down to battle, because the Charlie Clips thing, like as soon as I offered him that, he took it straight away. So if we can offer him somebody that's like equivalent to Charlie Clips, then yeah, I'm sure you'll see him back soon.
Yeah, and I mean, what about some of the older guys, like, I don't know, like Tenshu or Monster Under the Bed, or the legacies there?
Tenshu, yeah, I think you'll see Tenshu again. There's no reason why you wouldn't see Tenshu again. He was like last 2016. Yeah, I would like to see him in a freestyle environment. Because unless you've been watching battling for a while and you've like been to like live events that he's been at, you might not know that he's nice off the top. So I want to put him in maybe one of these 2-on-2s. Monster, like, that's a lost cause. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go into it, but if you know, you know. Like, that's never, ever going to happen under any circumstance. Not because we've got any problem. Like, every time I see Monster, he's completely blessed. Like, he's a cool guy. But there's more chance of fucking ASAP Rocky battling, bro. Like, he's just so not involved with battle rap in any way. Like, I genuinely, like, I reckon he probably hasn't watched a battle in about 5 years. Right. But he's sick though. Honestly, we used to talk about this a lot as well. Like, he is one of the people that if he didn't have so much shit going on in the rest of his life, like, and music stuff as well, if he was just on battling, he could have been like the best guy, honestly. Like his grasp of like writing and multi-syllables and concepts and stuff in his music is so good. I've listened to his music honestly since I was about 15, like before he was ever like known. I used to bump his shit all the time on MySpace, and that's why we got him in a battle, because we just hit him up like, bruv, we're fucking massive fans. Right. And then he was just like, oh yeah, you lot are doing your thing, man. Yeah, fuck it, I'll come do that, man. Give me that censor guy. Fuck it. Like, whatever. I had him on the phone for like 2 hours just to sort out a battle that got like 5,000 views. You know what I mean? But then his life has just gone on a mad tangent since then. And I think like I honestly don't even think it would be a consideration, so I wouldn't even ask him.
Danny Fuse asking, what's the update on the tryout event you're planning?
Okay, so I was really hoping to announce the date and the venue, but it just got cancelled last minute, annoyingly. But it's still going to be September. It's definitely going down in September. I've had like 50 or 60 applications, so it's going to be a big event.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be in London. All I can say is it's going to be in London in September at a venue we've never used before. Yeah. So it's happening, and if anyone listening to this hasn't applied yet, please apply. Like, don't have some kind of ego because you've battled on another league and you think you're too big to do a tryout. Like, it's just one battle. If you do one decent Don't Flop tryout, then possibilities are endless for next year. And we've got so many different kinds of people have applied. We've had like grime MCs, hip hop MCs, like poets. We've had about 3 like girls as well. So it's like there's a big big mix of people have applied so far. So yeah, please don't hesitate. And if you're free, weekends in September and can get to London, then yeah, get in touch.
Are you going to create a new channel for the tryouts, or are you just going to put it on the main channel?
I haven't worked that out yet. That's the thing that I've been thinking about. They're definitely not all going to go on Don't Flop, no. But I think this is just like, don't quote me on this because this is just my idea at the moment. But I think what I'll do is put the best like 3 or 4 on the channel, because the ones that I really think people should see and like I think have potential for 2019. I think we'll do the best ones on the channel, and then the others I'll have to work out whether either some of them we obviously just won't release the footage like always happens. Other ones, like maybe we'll put them all in one video, you know what I mean? Like maybe I don't know, there's many things we can do. I have to work that out soon though.
Yeah, please release them though. People want shit or not, people want to see it. People want to see new battlers.
But that's the thing, yeah, but if it's shit, what business have we got releasing a shit battle? Yeah. That's exactly what we don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like obviously our main aim is to not release shit battles. So, but I will work something out. Whatever happens, I will work something out. Because I think everybody that tries out deserves to be seen in some format because they've made the effort to write. I do agree with that. So I think if we can come to some kind of agreement where the best ones get uploaded in full and then all the rest are just highlights, I think that would probably keep people happy.
All right, well, everyone listening, keep your questions coming. Purple Harlem, he talks about, apparently, I haven't watched the whole thing with DNA, but apparently DNA mentions a birthday event. Like, is the birthday event happening this year?
Well, no, it's like I think I said on our last one. It's not going to be an event. It's going to be a series of events. Right. So yeah, it's not. It will be throughout October. That's why he says October, because it's going to be a series of events through October. And I'm gonna actually get the tickets out really soon. So if everyone listening wants, if you you want to come to the event even before the lineup's announced because it's in your city or whatever, we're going to put really cheap advance tickets out within the next couple weeks. They're going to be on sale, and then the lineups are going to get announced later, because we haven't even to be honest, we haven't even started on the lineups yet. But when the lineups come out, then the ticket price will go up as well. So yeah, then it's like I think I said 7 dates before in here, and it is 7 dates, and it's dotted around the country. It's going to be seven different dates in October. I think they're all evening events as well, which is a new thing for us. Trying to bring back that set the standard blam kind of vibe. So yeah, and it's gonna. I just thought because we've had this hiatus has obviously sucked. You know what I mean? So I just thought instead of just just giving one city one big event. I just thought like that's going to just annoy a lot of people, especially people that have been waiting so long for an event. So I just thought, yeah, like why not just make the events a lot smaller, and then just spread them out over the country.
What happened to that wrestling event?
Oh man, yeah. Well, you saw? Did you saw? I mean,
I saw the post, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. There's nothing. There's no new information on it at all. It's exactly what I said in the post happened, bro. Like it was gonna cost too much money for an event that, you know, I don't even know if we would have got any videos to release out of it, because that wasn't even the goal. It was more about having a good live experience, and I just think like it just wasn't going to be a good live experience because we hadn't sold enough tickets for it. But what I said is the truth. Like I have every intention of doing it, and we will do it. Like, because the wrestlers were actually really cool with us cancelling. We thought they'd actually be quite pissed off, but they were really cool with it. Really understanding. And we just said, look, let us keep you on the books for next time, and we'll do it. And the same with the battlers. As I said in the post, you know, none of the battlers remotely gave a fuck. like I can tell you that right now, none of them cared when I said, oh, by the way, we're not doing the event. They were just like, cool, fair enough. So yeah, we just like refunded all the ticket holders, which again, you know, sucks because we need the money for the events, but it's like, well, but we're not doing this event anymore. So yeah, just refunded everyone, made that announcement, and just for now it's on the back burner because the tour is more important. You know, obviously if that event had sold out and had been what I envisaged it being, it would have been an amazing thing to have under the belt. But like, I don't want to do subpar events. Like I cannot attach myself to an event that isn't at least half decent. And it wasn't even looking like it was going to be half decent, because it was just like, it's going to just cost, like I said, over £1,600, which for a battle rap event, it's not huge, but it's like it's £1,600 that I didn't have for the event. So I just thought, let's just make a grown man decision and cancel it, but then just tell everyone clearly, like, just, you know, keep locked on Don't Flop, because it will come back in future. So I think realistically, I don't think it'll be till sometime into next year, because like with this tour, that's after I get Sunday out of the way. That's all I'm going to focus on is the tour. I've got no other events, like no other even small events or anything. It's all going to be the tour. So after the tour is done, then I think we'll start working on this wrestling thing again. And like a few people had said, you know, oh, why is O'Shea not on the card? And it's like, well, O'Shea wasn't on the card because he was in Dublin for the Premier Battles Rappers Full thing. So it's like that's why. And it's like, of course he's the most obvious person to have battling at a wrestling event. So I think we need to prioritize him, because I think that's who everyone wants to see battle in a wrestling ring. So I think for the future, we need to make sure he can make the date before we announce any kind of event.
Interesting question here in the comments from Jake Walker. He says, do you know Star from Star and Buck Wild? He shouted you out on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do. Isn't he the one that hosted Everyday Struggle for a bit?
Maybe so. Yeah, it seems like it is actually. Yeah, he's got 13,000 followers. Is that him? Surely he should have more followers. I'm not quite familiar. I know who Star is in that sense.
The only Star that I can think of is the one that hosted Everyday Struggle after Joe Budden left.
Yeah. Well, still, okay.
I'll look into it later.
Yeah,
we got shouted out on some other podcasts. Like someone, I can't even remember what it was. There's some podcast about Friends or something. I can't even remember. Something about Friends podcast with some famous guy talking on it. Somehow got onto battle rap and started talking about Don't Flop, but I still haven't even heard the clip.
Weren't you on a podcast about 6 months ago or so? I can't really remember. I remember seeing a thumbnail of it or something, quite a big one.
I wasn't.
The last Skeptic.
Oh no, that was last June. That was 11 months ago.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I've made like a big thing of telling everybody I don't want to go on any podcast till I come on Battle Rap Resume.
There we go.
Because let me finish. I'm not just
right.
Now, because I didn't want to like fragment the story over 15 different blogs.
Yeah.
So I just said to everyone, let me go on Battle Rap Resume first, and then, you know, so I've got a few waiting to come on. Yeah, there's a few I'd like to go on as well that I've considered getting in touch with. But yeah, I need to find this one that we got mentioned in, and this one, if Star shouted us out, I need to see this as well.
Yeah, that's it. George Mann asking, who does think could give Marlowe and Shuffle a proper title challenge UK wise? I mean, they're still DF 2-on-2 champs, right?
Yeah, do you know what though? Yeah, I don't think for much longer because I think battle rap is behind them now.
Yeah.
So I think the question was who could give him a shot, and I think Censor and BA I think could definitely give him a shot. But yeah, I don't know, man. I apart from Censor and BA, you'd have to give me some ideas. But they are currently champions, but I think it will not be for much longer. I think they'll probably vacate it fairly soon because they've got, again, like it happens with people's lives. They've just got other shit going on inside their lives, and they just don't really want to battle anyone. Yeah. So my choice would be Censor and BA versus somebody, but you'd have to give me some ideas.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick battle. Like, so we're gonna get Censor back on Don't Flop soon.
Yeah, oh mate, without a doubt, like he's ready to go. He's like, quite a few people want to battle him on Don't Flop, but there's only a couple people he wants to battle on Don't Flop. I think he wants Gem. Like, he's tweeted about that a lot. I know that much. He definitely wants Gem. Apart from that, I can't really remember, but there's like at least 5 or 10 people on Don't Flop that would battle Censor, especially after that Shocks performance. But yeah, I know him and BA. They're on good terms. So they could be such a powerful team, and they're very similar styles as well. Yeah. Apart from that, P Soldier and Matter ain't a team anymore. Shuffalo ain't a team anymore. I mean, Willsy and Soul Jitsu are a jokes team, but they haven't battled together in time. So it's like, seriously, who is there?
There's a few in the comments. Keflar saying Lease and Shotty.
That would never happen.
No. What about Sean saying you and Ark?
Yeah, Sean can shut his mouth, mate.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
Sean knows what he's doing, instigating, man.
Jack in the comments saying, would you go on the Jackmate podcast? Sometimes see you chatting on Twitter.
Oh yeah. That's actually one of the ones I'm thinking about going on. Yeah. But again, I feel like it would be weird if I went on that a couple months ago and just chatted with him about like the world, and obviously like a lot of the comments would be like, why the fuck are you? Yeah. Why are you on this podcast when you haven't cleared up anything anyone wants to know? So yeah, I would love to go. He's actually from Norwich as well, like randomly. Like he's like probably, I don't know if you know, but there's like quite a few famous YouTubers are from Norwich.
Right.
Really randomly, and a lot of battle rap as well. This was another running joke we always had, that like the amount of battle rappers that are either from Norwich or have lived in Norwich is quite extensive. It's really random. And the same with Jackmate. Like there's about 5 other podcasters, like beauty bloggers and stuff, that are all from Norwich and are all like fucking millionaires. See, I'd love to go on him, definitely.
All right, yeah. A few other people asking some questions in the comments, saying some teams as well, but yeah, they're all pretty ridiculous. It's just a shame we're probably not going to see. Are we going to see Shuffalo again? I know they're battling Nils and Henry, but I can't really see another UK clash happening, really.
No. Do you know what it is? Like, this is not, like, trust me, this is not at all saying they're like money hungry, because they're not. They're fucking well decent people. But I think it is just a money issue. Like, I think they what it is with Shuffler, yeah, is that they just don't care about battle rap at the moment. Like they haven't said like they've retired, but they just don't care right now. So I think if we could get like a big chunk of money and offer it to them, and it was worth them taking out their time from their other jobs to write, they would do it. But if we can't give them that, they're like, well, why would we even bother? You know what I mean? But you will see them. I feel like if they didn't want to battle full stop anymore, they would have said. And they haven't said that. They've just said like, yeah, it's just, I can't see it happening right now. So, when fucking Mars or Snickers decides to come through and give us, 100k, then I'm sure you'll see Shuffle T and Marley back, because they're the best team ever. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, as far as UK, best American team ever is Eurgh and Saurus, and the best UK team ever is Shufflety and Marlow. There's not even a debate.
No.
They're incredible. Like, their angles are incredible. Their comedy timing is incredible. Their sense of humor is incredible. It's a shame they don't want to battle anymore, but they've battled a fair amount of people, and they've got, some of their videos on Facebook have got like 10 million views. Some of their battle clips, so they've put in a fucking they've put in a shift.
Yeah, absolutely. J to the P UK saying, what's the biggest life lesson you've learned in the last 2 years?
I think kind of what we talked about on your show, but I suppose more specifically, to just like keep your distance from people before you have a reason to engage with them on like a friendship level. And that's really, really, really what I think I've changed about me is if I come across somebody that is a great cameraman or a great editor or a great battler or whatever, is to just respect them on that level and have them respect me on the level as a promoter and as just as a person doing business with them, but don't jump so quickly into this we're all boys, we're all best friends. I think that's me and Mickey were actually talking about this earlier. I think that was the big mistake that everyone made, and me definitely, is getting way too overzealous and focusing on like the friendship aspect of it. That started to lead all of the decisions. Whereas now, what I've learned is you need to keep relationships with people business only and personal only, and don't mix the two.
Well, again, people ask in the comments down below. We're going to be wrapping this up in a second. Go to the event on the 22nd. And where do you see Don't Flop in 2 years?
Do you know what? I don't want to be that dickhead that needs to answer, but do you know what? Honestly, I don't want to say, because I know, but it's just not.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. Like, I know, that's all I'm saying. I know exactly where I want it to be and how it's going to get there, but I don't want to be talking about how and what I'm going to do, because that's for me to know. But it's going to be active and it's going to be running, but I think it will be a different company. That's all I can say. It will be a different company. It won't be the same way it has been, and it definitely will not be the same as these other battle rap leagues. And that's not shading the other leagues, that they're doing their thing, and that's fine.
Some of them are irrelevant. That's all I'm saying.
Some of them are irrelevant, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not I'm not trying to shade them at all. I to be honest, the other leagues don't care what I'm doing. I don't care what they're doing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying the way they're going and what they're doing is not what I'm trying to do. And I know where I want to be, and I know how I'm going to get it there. I think it will take 2 or 3 years, but I think within 2 or 3 years, it's going to be at a point where it's going to be viewed in a different way. And I think battle rap in the UK, I want to be viewed in a different way because of some of the moves that I'm making now. But it's just too early to be actually talking about, them properly.
Mm-hmm. Well, links down below. Go pick up your tickets for the event. I'm sure it's going to be a crazy event. Is it going to be pay-per-view after, or?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
I was going to announce that next couple of days, but yeah, that not for any other reason. No, I just feel like pay-per-view's been a bit rinsed too much. It used to be like a special thing we'd offer the fans afterwards as a surprise. But again, that kind of goes in hand with your last question. Like, I don't want to be in 2-3 years time. I don't want to be pay-per-viewing an event every 2 weeks and relying on that money, because it's just, I don't know, every single league does pay-per-view now. Everyone does pay-per-view. Everyone's promoting pay-per-views. It's just, I'm telling you, like, however people want to try and lie about it, the sales of them go down and down and down and down. Like, I mean, since 2015, the sales are steadily plummeting because every league is doing them for events that, to be quite honest, have no business being on pay-per-view and should just be YouTube only. So yeah, for Retaliation, I want people to be there. Like, I want people to come and watch it live. I don't want people to choose to stay at home. Like, I want people to just come and watch it live. And if you don't choose to watch it live, you just have to wait for the YouTube videos, like how it used to be.
What about anything finally to promote? I guess everyone knows at Twitter, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the only thing is on the 4th of August, we got the Grime Rave, which is like 95% done. I've been doing that all day today as well. So yeah, look out for that. If you're a fan of Grime, it's going to be an evening, Saturday the 4th of August in London. I got like 20 plus MCs, about 5 DJs. It's the first time we've ever done a no clash, just live Grime event, which I've wanted to do for a long time. So yeah, put that date in your diaries. And after that, the next thing will be the tryout event in September. So just one more time, if you want to try out and you haven't been on Don't Flop, please get in touch, because we really are like looking for new stars for the next year. And then after September is the tour in October, and that will be all through October, and then as far as I know, we're done for the year.
All right, well, this has been Tom. As always, follow us, spouresume@gmail.com, subscribe, Patreon, iTunes. Thanks again.
No problem, mate.